This is Brunch, Blaze, and Battle,
where we eat, elevate, and talk about
media trends from the past,
the present,
and the future
from a Black perspective.
I'm your host, Roger Turner.
And I'm your host, Alexus Bertrand.
So sit back,
spark up,
and let's get into it. Hey, Alexus. How you doing?
Hey, Roger, baby. How you doing?
I am good. I'm fine and dandy. How was your brunch?
My brunch was actually really good. Okay, so let me tell you. So tried this new thing, and where it was like, I'm not an avocado toast fan. So I'm just
Okay.
to start there. I don't get that shit. Why does it cost $17 for some avocado on some damn bread?
Because
Anyway,
white women love it.
Okay. Well, boom, mic drop.
That's why.
Episode is over.
That's why.
So, but it was this great idea. Somebody took like some rye bread, toasted it, right? And they did the avocado all nice and mashed with bacon and pomegranate seeds.
Oh.
And with like egg in the center, like a little scrambled egg, like fluffy egg in the center.
That sounds
It
festive.
was damn delicious.
It's saying like a bacon, egg, and cheese with avocado instead of
You better
cheese.
shut up. It was open face. Don't do that. Put some respect.
Okay. Tomato, girl. Okay.
You better shut up. Don't do that. It was, I can be bougie too. What you have
Come
while
on.
you talking?
Come on, white woman meal. Enjoy your best white woman life.
I
can be
am.
fun.
I am with my pearls
it can
and my
be fun.
Lululemon.
It can
I'm
be
in my
fun.
Lululemon.
Come on, Lululemons.
Okay. I'm cute.
So I swung around to a local favorite, Bed-Stuy fish fry.
Oh, I haven't been there in years.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of locations now, but there's one not too far from the studio. And if you order from Uber Eats, you get a 2-for-1. Like you if you order the one
Come through sale.
if you order one meal, you get a second meal, the exact same meal for free. So yeah, I had somebody order a meal and give me the second one from Bed-Stuy fish fry.
Yeah.
I had the whiting meal, and I haven't had fried whiting in a minute.
Okay, whiting.
So yeah,
You a little bougie yourself.
Whitings is not bougie. That is
I know,
actually
but
country and hood.
no,
Don't-
it is. No, that's country bougie because you know
That
if
is-
you country hood, that's catfish.
No, catfish is bougie because that's
Catfish ain't it's the whiting that's bougie.
no.
The catfish.
There's less fish in a whiting than it is the catfish.
But that's why, because you eat lighter, because you're a lady of leisure.
Oh,
Less. You don't eat a lot. What are you doing?
okay. Well, all right. I figured.
What are we doing?
How high are you?
Well, you can't tell how high I am. I'm like 7.5, but I'm probably lying because I need to put like maybe one more on it, maybe like 8. I'm 8. I'm somewhere in the 8.
How did you adjust?
Today, I have my friend. We call her Squiddles here, and it's just basically this really expensive glass bong with 4 chambers that changes all of the smoke into vapor.
Yeah, you showed it to me. It looks like the size of the Eiffel Tower, but
yes, it's about right.
Listen, I'm not a purist when it comes to like intaking marijuana. Like, just put it in a snack and give it to me. Like,
No, man.
There's
methods to this madness.
I'm not great at like smoking it. So when you said like a apparatus and then you light it here and then it cools over here and then does this, and I was like, oh, this is a lot of work for me.
Okay, but I'm the bougie one. It's too much.
So
how high are you?
I'm about an 8. I'm about 7.5, 8. My husband and I, during this pandemic, created our own cookie that is delicious and it gets us very, very high. And we haven't made it in a while, so I just made
What's the flavor?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. Not to be confused with double chocolate chip, because this is chocolate chip.
Well,
that's different.
Isn't that the same thing? What's the difference between double
I don't know.
chocolate and
You know how we are. You know how queens be, honey. Like, it's different.
I don't know.
Chocolate.
Well, girl,
I don't want to be disrespectful. You want to call it by its name.
I call it chocolate chip. I don't even know what a double chocolate chip is. I guess it's the same thing to me.
No,
but
I just said double chocolate chip is different than chocolate.
I have no idea.
Okay, we gotta keep moving,
I have
y'all.
no
We are.
I have no idea. This is how high. You asking? I am too high for this question.
Okay, we
You
move
want
on.
you want culinary specifics,
You want
and girl, it's got chocolate and it's got
hot
chips. Like
chocolate.
I
That's
don't
it.
know what else to tell you.
Okay. Stop yelling at me.
All right, so
You right though.
I
You
think
right.
it's time for us to pull back the
Pull back the
curtain.
curtain, but we can't pull back the curtain until I introduce the episode,
Oh,
girl. We are
oh,
out
I did that
there.
too early, but go ahead and introduce the episode.
Okay, so y'all, while we are in the middle of a good tickle time, look, we know it's bad out there. We are dealing with all types of disasters, if you will, in the world,
A
some
mess.
calculated, some natural. You know, this upcoming election is wearing us out over here in the
Don't
States.
get me started.
Okay. And so sometimes we know it's important to take a break. So in this week's episode, we just are gonna get into what we've been watching. Today's episode is entitled Girl,
Girl,
What You
what you
Watch?
watching?
Now that we have properly been introduced to the episode, how we gonna pull back this curtain, Roger?
All right. Well, so listen, I didn't done the cue already too early.
We
Pull
here.
back the
This what we
curtain.
here.
So we're gonna go through pull back the curtain by just discussing, like, what we're looking for. I like both of us to answer the question: what is the vibe of the content that you look for when you're trying to get your things for enjoyment? What are you looking for?
That's a great question. So quickly, the short end of it. So y'all may not know, but yes, Roger and I do love us some good television shows and media, and we are on like everything. Between I think both of us, we have every streaming service
Everyone.
covered, right? So we really do love good content. So for me, I love good genre wise, like I love reality TV. I like to balance it with something that's maybe animated. I've very much been into true crime documentaries my entire life, really, growing up. And that's a shout out back to my mom when she really was the first one to put like Stephen King novels in my hands and
Oh,
like
remember
biographies
those?
around like John Wayne Gacy because we just love that kind of macabre and that kind of storytelling. I do love myself a good law, sometimes cop drama, but that's another. But again, and I'll talk a bit about that later. And really, what's been really like filling my cup, if you will, is queer love stories, like genuine love stories that are not seeped in like something traumatic. Like these are star-crossed lovers and they are destined to never be together. Like, no, I'm talking about stories where like it's full and it's rich and it's happy and it's just really telling the tales of just like queer love. And sometimes they're even cheesy. So I mean, it could be from Hallmark, but I'm really getting into like love stories, queer love stories of all kinds lately. That's really been filling my cup. What about you? What's your
I've always looking for like great storytelling. I love a good
Mm.
quality story, no matter what the genre is, and if it's giving me. So I love a good fantasy. I love a good sci-fi. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I love some romantic comedy or dramatic romance. I like a good thriller mystery. I like a good whodunit. That's back to my mom and Agatha Christie. She used to love those
I did
movies.
too.
Yeah.
She's a little
Um,
racist, but we still loved
yeah,
her.
that. And I like to take all of those things that I love a good action movie that comes from growing up with like Kung Fu theater and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I love a good fight movie, love all of that stuff. However, in my big age right now, I'm trying to love all of those things, but trying to decolonize my taste. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to watch all the things that I loved as a kid and in my formative years, but without the, white supremacist heteronormative programming that we grew up with. Like this is these this is what all American looks like and we never see us,
Right.
or
Right.
this is what a true love story is, but we never see the love that reflects, us, or even other love
Yeah.
stories within the LGBTQ community.
Right.
So I'm trying to find all of those classic things and those great storytelling in ways that I have not seen, or in people or in packages that I've not seen.
It's almost like you're trying to hold that. You don't want the television that you looked at that you were watching 20 years ago
No.
to be reflected in the same way now. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm because I when you said the decolonization, like, oh, I think that's what I'm doing
Yeah. Yeah. I
because
want.
I'm finding my attention going toward like when we're looking at the ads and we're looking at the little stills on the menus on these things, like I'm looking what does the cast look like?
Mhm.
Like is there a diversity here? Is this something that I haven't seen before? Like I'm with you on that. And that I'm finding that very
And
satisfying.
now I want to be clear that I'm not like completely ruling something out if there is no people of color in it. Like if there's no people of color in it, I'm gonna give you a
It's
try.
still
I'm
honestly,
I'm a
it's still because it could be some
I'm
fabulous
I'm gonna
over there.
give
I'm
you a
with you.
try, but you
Right.
better be in my white excellence category. Like if you
Yeah,
gonna
you
keep me
better.
past like 5 minutes, like it better say something, it better show me something, it better do something different
Gotta
and
do some
be
shit.
you need to really justify to me why
I'm
this is
watching.
why I'm watching you and I'm not
Mhm.
we're not including any people of color in here.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, I haven't met her yet, but
Okay.
so my second question is what content are you missing right now? Like you're looking for it and you haven't been able to find it right now.
For me, I think I only really got like one here, but what's really starting to bug me is that I haven't found any comedy that has and specifically stand up. I used to
Ooh,
be really into it that I'm not grabbing.
yeah,
It's not
that's
grabbing my attention like it used to.
it's been really
I
hard to
just
find good
am not
stand up without being
I don't
attacked,
know.
right? Without
Like,
feeling
I
attacked.
don't
Yeah.
know if I really care for it. And then you see the regular people who are always doing them, and I never really found them funny. I ain't trying to shade nobody who loves like, the Kevin Harts and the Amy Schumers of the world.
It's not for me.
And not for me. And then if I do see like gay stand up, that's like it's all around sexuality. It's like I'm bored with that. Like
Hmm.
I get it. You're gay. All right. So I can we talk about something else
Right.
other than you being like it's too cliche. It is not grabbing me like it used to. And I just feel like I'm missing it now. Y'all brunchers, y'all hearing this. When y'all hear this, and if you know some good ones, like
Oh,
drop them in the
absolutely.
chat because I can't
You all have our socials, so please chime in and give us some information.
seriously.
I have not been able to find enough because I want to see everybody, and right now I've seen very little of representation from the disabled community. Like I'm not seeing enough of people that are neurodivergent or
Mm.
that are disabled that are living full lives and have stories. I'm not hearing their stories, and it's not like they're not out there, but there's not enough of
Yeah,
those,
I
and I'm not seeing enough of my trans brothers and sisters out here or my non-binary siblings. I'm not seeing enough of their stories.
are we saying specifically like because I feel like yes, and I feel like I do see more of disabled or excuse me, differently abled friends, but like in the reality TV realm. But that's always in like the lens of like let's spotlight
Yeah, it's like
that
l-
that
l-
ability, and
let's
then like
exploit your life.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to
In terms
see
of something
that.
scripted and something like the lead
Yeah, I'm
casting, like I don't see that. I'm with
something.
you on
Yeah,
that.
I want something scripted where someone is telling their story and not us just
And they
peering
just
in,
so happen to
peeping
be
toms. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to
and
hear.
that you're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm missing. I'm seeing a
Mhm.
little more of it, but I'll talk about it later. But I would like more, but something from indigenous peoples too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
But yeah, what is your blind spot? What is your culture
That's
media
actually
blind
really
spot?
easy for me. My blind spot is historical dramas,
Ooh.
particularly like the world wars, anything attached to that. That's
Ooh.
why I don't give a shit. I don't care. I can go read a book. I don't care. I say that I'm not saying that these things are important, and I'm not saying that they don't
They're just not
that
your
there are not people who
zhuzh.
don't know. That is not it at all. I don't care about this stuff. And they spend billions of dollars to make these products, and then I think there are stories that should be told that do not get the same reverence, and I don't care for it. Like it
Hmm.
drives me mad. I think maybe the last one I actually cared for, y'all, like is like Schindler's List. Like that's a different, like that's the one. But when the Titanic, I don't care. I didn't care.
Yeah,
I didn't care about Rose. I didn't care about King of the World. I did care about Celine Dion, but
it,
she wasn't in the damn movie. So I'm just saying
I
that's
do.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, I can see how you. I don't think I care about them that much either. I think I have a few of them that I have enjoyed, but they're from the same director. So, and he does his thing with it. It's not a. It's never a drama. He always puts it in an action format. But
Mm.
those are the only ones that I really watch. But yeah, I've done a few like the Saving Private Ryan's and stuff like that. But even those are like, all right.
Right,
But I
because I
get
felt
that.
like if I saw it once, I saw it.
I saw it. I seen them all, girl.
There's 19 of 'em. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm at so my blind spot is the horror you know, gore like genre.
Ooh,
Like I can't
can't do it.
I'm a yeah, I don't understand why people pay to do this. Like I'm a black man in America. I don't need to pay
Ah,
to get scared.
ah,
I
it's
don't
so good.
I hear y'all, but I don't listen. I just got to wake up, turn on the news every day. I'm scared. Like I don't need to go to movies for that. I don't.
Okay, it's not just invoking,
Yeah, I get it.
fear.
I get it. I get it. I get
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna shut up. I see. Okay, y'all can't see his face, but I'm telling. I can see his face, and I'm shut the hell.
No,
Please,
no, no.
Lord,
I mean,
let me in.
yeah, I hear you. I'm like definitely tell me like I get why people see that genre and I understand why it's so popular. It's just
Absolutely.
never had that appeal for me on a regular basis.
Mm.
I do like a good thriller. So if you can pull back on some of the gore and like jump
Okay.
scares, I'm with it. But
I
yeah,
hear
I'm
you.
not.
I hear you. And I think that's something else that could, I think that is before we move on really quickly, I think that is something that is missing is those thrillers where the burn of the horror, quote unquote horror, if you will, is like a slow burn.
Yeah,
And then like if I have one or two, I think we get one of those, two of those in the sea of like 20 other movies. So I think you actually are talking about something that because sometimes the thrillers are just not
yeah.
really
I think the
thrilling.
last horrors that scary movies that I've been watching that I have continued to watch have all been Jordan Peele. So like Get
And
Out.
right, and I've
Yeah,
definitely enjoyed those. Okay.
Get Out, Nope, um, uh, Us.
Us. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Okay, fair. So all right, friends. So here's what we gonna do right here now. Now we're gonna go through a few. We're gonna talk about specifically a few of the things that we're watching right now that we are thoroughly enjoying. Some of them are movies, some of them are television shows. And as you are hearing us, again, drop in that chat what's some of the favorite things that you are watching. And so hopefully you gleaned a little bit about where we've been looking at, where our blind spots are, and what kind of content we have been absorbing. But yeah, we got some great selections for you, and we got some funny stuff coming up
Yeah.
at the end.
I hope.
So let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
into this.
Let's get into it. I hope our brunchers get something out of this, and like we expose somebody to something new. But you want me to go first?
Yes. So what have you been watching, Garrett?
All right. So one show that I have been really excited about. It just finished the season. It went like it came and it went, and I really enjoyed it. But Natasha Rothwell's series, How to Die Alone.
Oh, the dialogue. Yes.
that that it was a nice balance of I know we've been discussing like the issue of the dramedy, but it was
Uh-huh.
the nice balance of like serious drama and really funny. Like
I think she's an actress that does the serious and the funny. She rides that wave very well.
one, it's beautifully casted. She's very good. Natasha Rothwell is an amazing actress, but it's beautifully casted. The storylines were beautiful. If you haven't seen it, it's about A young woman who describes herself as neurotic fat black girl who has never been in love, but after a brush of death, she refuses to settle for anything less than a life that she wants, leading her to become that bitch no matter what. So it's a good series. I enjoyed it.
I love that. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna switch gears here.
What you got?
So, because you know, I love, like I said, I love a good reality TV show, and what serves my life, I'm just gonna say the Housewives, the Real Housewives franchises are my shit. And
Okay.
I say this as because, yes, it has evolved, but I love looking at opulence. I love looking at people who live just very different lives. And I just love looking at fashion. So when I just think about all of that, like these are really great shows. And I love particularly how, like, for example, like Housewives of Potomac and Atlanta, of course, are my like two of my favorites, but I love like Beverly Hills because I get to see someone like Garcelle Bouvet in a very different light. And I've loved her as Francine, but I get to actually see parts of her life. So it's lovely that this show once started out with just regular socialites and they've invited people who happen to be famous, and I find it really interesting, right? When I follow Candy Burris on this and through Atlanta for the like
I've been
14
following
on,
Candy, yeah.
but I grew up on her music, right?
Yeah.
So I grew up on all of her stuff, so it was really great to see this side of their lives. Plus I think particularly for people of color, for black people, I will say this show has allowed to set a standard in places and really push into and impact um like black pop culture. And
Okay.
I love it for all of that. So it is all the things wrong and it's all the things right, and it is total chaos with money.
I
Now
get
live
that. I enjoy. Okay, I like that. So you can find all the Housewives on Bravo, correct?
on Peacock.
I didn't mention earlier, but I want to make sure that we mention after each one. So How to Die Alone, you can find on Hulu. Housewives on Peacock. My next one is a Netflix series. I believe it only had like 8 episodes. No, it's 10 episodes. It's a sci-fi. It was very good. It had me wrapped up from episode 1 all the way to 10. Three Body Problem.
Yo, yes. Talk to this.
Listen, Three Body Problem. Rot, honey.
It was so good. I had
she
no idea what I was watching.
Listen, Three Body Problem was working my nerves. I had no idea what I was watching. I rewatched the whole series and saw things that I didn't see before.
You will absolutely
And I was
see
like, oh my God, somebody was right the whole time.
that.
I was like, oh, let me go back. It's a great multicultural cast. I don't want to give it away. It is a great series from beginning to end. It's definitely science fiction. It gave a great cliffhanger for a season 2, so it's probably going to come back with a season 2. But if Netflix, Three Body Problem.
Snaps up for that. That was a great choice. I'm actually gonna hit you with a throwback this time.
Okay.
Because every now and again when I'm chilling and I don't really want to absorb something new and I just want something kind of in the background, or maybe I'm cooking or do something, I love having Living Single on.
Oh yeah, we constantly rewatch it.
And I bring this up because we are living
You better sing that theme song.
in the 90s. And I say this because I've literally heard kids, like I know we've seen this stuff online, but I've literally seen kids walking around New York and Brooklyn and Harlem literally singing this theme song. And it's like it reminds me
That's
back to
dope.
my childhood when I was like in my parents' and my grandparents' home, and like I would consider those old shows like Sanford and Son. They had that stuff kind of playing in the background, or like the Jeffersons playing in the background. And now I'm looking at teenagers whose parents have Living Single playing in the background, and we have 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds who know who Khadijah James is.
Okay.
And I just think that's really, and they've even talked about how this show in particular has revitalized, has kind of gone up in its viewership, and most of that demographic is Black girls.
Okay,
And I
good.
just thought that
Oh,
was
I love
so,
that. I love that.
and I love that for this show because they've seen pretty much all of these cast members in other shows, in the prime of their lives, but it's just heartwarming to see something such as like something that I grew up with that I love so much that I'm seeing it and now it has a new generation of followers. So I just had to give Living Single a shout out and it stays on rotation in this house. I love that show.
That's dope. Yeah, we definitely have our go-tos that we go back. Living Single, Golden Girls. That we had
Yeah.
definitely different world. We definitely have our shows that we like
Yeah.
watch on repeat. So my next show that I really enjoyed is a comedy series called Reservation Dogs. We talked about this before, but
Yeah, we were on the Emmys
on the
episode. Tell
Emmys
me more
episode,
about it. Why is this? So you said it was a comedy, right?
it's a definitely sweet, like slice of life comedy of these young teenagers living on a reservation, just trying to make life happen day to day. Going from hijacking a delivery snack truck to
Hmm.
them just like figuring out a way to like make their own money and selling products. I think that like all of these different things of these teenagers, like what healthcare is like on the reservation. And like there's
Oh,
all of these different
it
things
get
that
real.
I would have, yeah, it's real, but it's still funny. It is still funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this series
Not to be confused with
with
Reservoir
Reservoir Dogs. That's the movie.
Dogs.
There's at some point they're a gang of kids and there's another group trying to take over and being the toughest gang on the reservation, and someone's trying to figure out what the name is for this group, and they come back from a funeral. They're all dressed in suits, and so, oh, you guys look like we gonna start calling y'all reservation dogs because they look like reservoir dogs walking around in suits.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So it's a pretty good series. I really enjoyed it, and like the lead actor DeFaro Wunate is just he's brilliant. He's brilliant.
yeah.
So what you got?
Okay. So we're gonna go animated real quick. I had to throw an animated one in
Come
here,
on.
my friends. And the one I want to talk about. Oh, let me back up for a second because I didn't tell you. You can find Living Single on Hulu, I believe. That's where I watch it.
Oh, you can
All right.
find Reservation Dogs on Hulu, I believe. Yes.
Boom. So I'm gonna take it over to Disney. I'm gonna take it over to Disney Plus, and the show I want to talk about is the What If series.
Ooh, yeah, this was very good.
This was so good. And I say in particular, I wanted to just highlight the second season because this one, the main heroine, if you will, is wrapped up in a character called Captain Carter. Now, Captain Carter is a variation of Captain America, but in this sense, it's what if Peggy Carter, instead of Steve Rogers, had become the super soldier. It's just really well done. It's so well done that now you have a spin-off comics of Captain Carter. So this is the first time in like super soldier history you've had a woman, holding the shield
Take
and
on
carrying
the
the shield.
mantle.
She's giving me Wonder Woman vibes,
Oh,
like way
yeah.
more than like you would see in Marvel. And particularly in season 2, they introduced a very new character. Her name is Kahori, and she is the first new indigenous character created specifically out of this animated series.
Yeah, Kahori is an antithesis to the Pocahontas myth. And Kahori, they're starting to bleed her into other live action series. Like you see some of her origin move into Echo. I don't know if you've seen
Yes.
Echo, but I was like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, they're connecting all of this. I love all of
Not
this.
playing. What you got for me?
So, yeah, I'm going to answer your anime with another animated series. I'm not sure if you've seen Batman Caped Crusader on Amazon Prime.
Oh my God. You
It
know I
is
did. Please speak to this.
it is literally my favorite Batman iteration.
Like, did you watch the old animated series?
Yeah, I watched the old animated
It is
series.
a complete homage. It is gorgeous.
And like the different casting, I love Black James and Barbara Gordon. I love the Black
Yes.
versions of those. I love the new spin on Harley Quinn, the new spin on the Penguin. There's all of these great twists that they take. It's so good. Really enjoyed
And
it.
I don't remember the new guy who's now voicing Batman, Kevin Conroy, may you rest in peace. He is my all-time favorite
Yeah, yeah.
Batman. he does a really good job. It was
Yeah,
really
it's a really surprising new voice actor. Hamish Linklater, I've seen
thank
him
you.
in a bunch of different things. I think his other series that you'll see him a lot in American Horror Story. He's been in The Stand, Monsterland. He's done a Legion. He's done a bunch of different things. But yeah, I would have never have thought of Hamish Linklater as Batman. But yeah, I really enjoyed the series. I love all the directions that they went in with this. I loved all the voice acting, and I hope it continues into a second season. Because come on,
It's so good.
give me Black Batgirl. I want,
Ooh,
I want Black Batgirl. Please give it to me.
baby. Right.
I
Do
would
some
love that.
justice to Batwoman, how y'all treated her.
So, what's our next section? What are we going to talk about now?
Our next segment, y'all. Now, this is where it turns left a little bit. And now, with all the great stuff that we've mentioned and all the great stuff out there, we also know there are some complete duds, right? Things that just ain't got no damn business
Just in my
being
face.
made. Literally, no one asked for this. So, this segment tonight is called Ho, Why Is You Here?
Why? And yeah, listen, I get all the algorithms is doing better, trying to give you more content that you already enjoy, but then
Right.
some of it is just y'all are pushing stuff in my face like, why is you here? Why would I want to watch this?
Why do I watch this?
Girl, the way I watch TV and go to movies, why would you think I would want to see this? But what's your girl? Why is you here?
Oh, girl, I got two. I'm gonna try and be brief because it on my nerves. First of all, I just got an Avatar. I'm just gonna drop it out there.
Ooh, girl.
I don't give a damn about these blue ass people. I didn't ask for this.
These James Camerons.
These James
Camerons
Look,
avatars.
2,500 years ago, you gave us the first one, which literally was like Pocahontas in blue paint, in my opinion. Like
That's
can,
exactly
right?
what it was.
And then you're gonna hear, then it's like, oh, I done wrote 4 other sequels. Okay.
Well, I'm
But the
sorry, excuse me, 4?
He wrote, this man said he had 4 up to Avatar 5.
I don't want
But
it.
the reason why we didn't get them is because the technology hadn't caught up to his vision.
Well.
So not only did we not wait 1, not 2, not 3, we waited a whole damn decade and some change for another one. And now, fine, you done made the damn movie. And now you're giving me another. I didn't ask for none of this.
I know there are people out there just like, yes, but these things are so expensive for them to just be so tone deaf around culture.
Thank you.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money poured into a tone deaf vision of a story. Like,
yeah, and I'm just putting it out there. It make $1 billion, but
it's a glorified Pocahontas white savior immigration story.
Right.
I'm tired of those. I've seen those already. I don't need to see more of them. But yeah,
that's mine, girl. I get that. It's why I'm why it's here.
I hear you on that one. So mine is, I keep seeing this trailer for a holiday movie called Red One, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And usually, I don't usually run from a Rock movie. You know, I like to support some of his stuff that he's doing, but
okay.
A Santa rescue action movie? No, thank you. This is a lot. It's a lot. It's not even a holiday movie you can bring your kids to. It's apparently extremely violent. This is something for like the dudes that spend most of their life in their mama's basement. Like,
not the mama basement.
I don't.
See the biggest issue I have with this Rock stuff is that the man is the Rock in every movie. Like it's so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with
Rock
that.
Rock in a swimsuit Then it's Rock in a jungle outfit. Then
N-
Rock is a sailor. Then the Rock
Now,
is a
now
cop.
it's now it's the Rock in the North Pole, and I don't want it.
Now, nobody asked for damn the Rock in the
I
North.
don't
Are
know
you
who. And
who the
listen,
hell?
I get it. Like, people are trying to make money. It's a great money maker. And here's my problem: is that it's not original. It's not a extraordinarily fantastic
No,
story. It's
no.
just more of what we've seen before on steroids with Happen to Be the Rock, and lots of money poured into it when
Mm-hmm.
this money could be used with new artists that have not told us, that have amazing stories that we've never heard before.
We bored, y'all.
Like, I'm bored. I would love a new story.
I'm asleep. I'm still
I
asleep.
don't need this. And and don't get me wrong, like, one in about 4 or 5 years when I'm bored and I don't have to pay for it, I'm gonna watch a red one on Netflix or something,
Are
or
you? I'm not doing none of that.
or something. It went on a board Sunday night after 3,000 people told me how much they love that movie, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, I know your
I
taste
just
level.
want, it's not even The Rock. It's just like give the man some quality. It's like, right?
Yeah, like, give me.
Can we do better?
I don't need a Santa rescue movie. Like, I don't need
I
this.
don't want to rescue Santa. What the
I don't
hell?
want an action rescue movie. I don't need this. But good. Yeah. What's your second?
My
Why
second
is she
one.
here?
Okay. So this one's real easy. It pisses me off. So we know that, okay, I love me some Spider-Man. I'm very, very clear about that. I love Spider-Man. And we know this whole partnership between Marvel and Sony with Spider-Man, right? Right. Now, all the Spider-Man movies have been great, in my opinions, because Sony was smart enough, since they own the rights to Spider-Man, to partner with Marvel and make it a hit. This is the hero that made the Marvel universe. Let's be clear. Okay, okay? Okay, fine. Now, every time Sony has decided to go out on their own and do one of their own damn Sony movies based on the Spider-Man universe, they've all been trash. Morbius has been trash. Madam Web is trash. Venom, even though it's Tom Hardy, let's be clear, is trash.
I
So, girl, what they have decided to do in their infinite wisdom is make a movie, a big ass budget movie about Craven the Hunter, which is a Spider-Man villain, a very well known, very well liked Spider-Man villain because he's a villain. And not only are they making this movie, they decided to make Craven somewhat of a hero. We're going to go in a different direction. That's
Yikes.
like taking Magneto and making him a clown. Like, this is the level of just bullshit.
I don't.
Then,
Yeah.
and
Sony's
like,
trying to make money,
like,
much as money they can with their little license that they got.
what are you doing? Nobody asked for this.
And
Like, this making my whole ass hurt. Like, I'm so tired.
Sony is not gonna make the money they think they're gonna make. They need to just go ahead and sell over these rights back
And
to
thank you, Andy.
Disney and let them have it and let it
Oh.
go. Because we're not
Or
going to
at
see
least say,
these.
hey, Marvel, would you like to partner with us on this? Because I
N-
know somebody at Marvel would have said,
No,
don't do
they
this.
might need to just let go. Like, let it go, because y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Y'all know what the hell y'all
And
doing.
I mean, I didn't mind Madam Web. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was a female centered story, which I tried to enjoy. I feel like Dakota Fanning was just collecting a check. She's showing up for that
That's
check.
all of them were. This was
All of them
garbage.
were just, none of them were into, like, being in like, they're all great actresses, but none of them were really into playing superheroes. And you can tell the difference in a performance of somebody's like, oh, I'm here to collect this check, or I really believe in these characters. And it didn't feel like they believed in them. And it was,
Ain't
I
nobody
enjoyed the
believe it.
story. I did not enjoy the performances.
I guess.
I have
Girl, got another one? Do you have another one?
well, just on that Spider-Man tip, I have had my issue with Spider-Man and Spider-Man movies and stories. No shade to Tom Holland, but I've been very upset with us rebooting more Spider-Man movies in the new Marvel universe, and we still talking about Peter Parker. I don't need no more Peter Parker stories. Miles Morales is right here. And
Period.
can you please give us a Miles Morales live action movie? Like, nobody,
Stop it.
we
Like,
if you really want to give us a new story, you want
Come
to do
on,
something
come on,
fresh,
come
we
on,
don't need
come
to
on,
hear about
come
Peter,
on.
and
That's where your money need to be.
that's where it need to be.
These
Because,
hoes ain't listening. I'm just tired.
but anyway,
Okay,
um,
okay, y'all. So, what did you have another one?
yeah, I have one more.
Yeah.
The Joker.
Uh,
I don't.
Ain't
I
nobody asked for that. No,
I I I
I'm
watched.
clutching pearls.
I watched the first Joker, and I have a lot of issues around how we framed the Joker. Like, one, there's like it's not matching up with like the canon of what they want to do with like Batman. So like it's if you're a grown ass man and Bruce Wayne is a little boy, like how y'all fighting each other in this origin story, like it doesn't
Uh,
make any sense to me. And I don't like how in this real movie they took real crime stories from New York and reintroduced them into this movie. Like that subway scene of him being attacked is a real story around a white man that shot a bunch of black teens in New York City. It's a tone deaf reflection of what crime is. It just felt a very white man's fantasy of who the Joker could be.
Baby, absolutely. I don't think that was not supposed to. I think that was the point.
They had their great story. They enjoyed it. I did not enjoy it. It felt really
So you like,
gross.
I wasn't even asking for the
Yeah.
second one. What the fuck are they
And
doing?
then now they're coming out with a second one. And like I'm like, all
Like,
right,
girl.
I don't need this. This I don't need.
You know what?
And it's a
I
musical.
respect
Isn't it supposed to be a musical
that.
too?
Now you want me to dance and sing to this shit? What the hell?
No, thank you.
You know what?
No, thank you.
I feel you. The Joker, even though
Joaquin,
Batman is
you
my
too good of an
favorite.
actor. We can do something else.
Oh, girl. And on that note, bitch, we gonna do something else. Okay. Okay. So for our final segment for the night. Okay. On that note,
Uh-huh.
on the other side of this coin, there are some products, y'all.
Ooh, what
There
are
are
we
some
looking?
things coming
I'm
out
looking forward to some
that
stuff.
we are so excited. So on this final segment for this episode, we are calling this "Come Get This Money."
Come get my money. I want
Because
y'all
we
to
have seen
come.
the trailers, we have seen the information, and we are like, "Yep, I'm definitely down to see that."
I'm so
It's going
excited
to
about some
be a
stuff.
banger.
Yes.
So, what are you excited about that they can just come get this money from you?
You know what? It is not it and this isn't even my wheelhouse of taste.
Oh,
I'm
read the
not
part.
even into horror or scary movies like this.
Come on.
But have you seen the new trailers for the movie Sinners?
Keep talking.
It's the new Ryan Coogler vampire movie starring
Yes.
Michael B.
Don't this
Jordan.
shit look good?
It looks really good. And I'm not even into the scary scaries like that,
Mm.
but it looks like it's about to be a good film.
It
And
look like it's gonna hit.
it looks like it's going to hit. I may have to like go over to the movie theaters with my eyes between my fingers trying to
I'll go with
like
you.
watch
I got you.
something.
I got you. We'll go with you.
But
We'll go with
yeah,
your husband.
Sinners looks like it's about to be good. It's about to pop.
Sinners look like it's gonna be so tight, and I love the pairing. You got you got Michael B. Jordan, you got Ryan Coogler at it again. It's a
Yeah.
great partnership. They do great things together. I just really think, and I really don't think they put out anything, in my opinion,
Mhm.
movie wise, where you can always see the effort. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this. And to that point of storytelling we talked about earlier, yeah, I think it's gonna hit too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep you right in the same vein of the horror, and I'm gonna bring in. I have always loved the series of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later,
Okay.
and
Yeah, yeah.
the zombie
Mhm.
apocalypse.
Yeah, yeah.
And now they're doing 28 years later. I am so excited.
Oh,
I
wow.
love a good apocalyptic tale. I thought this one was done really well. This was, and for those of you who don't know, 28 Days Later, not to give it away, if you think Walking Dead, if you've seen these kind of like zombie apocalypse movies, this was one of the first ones back when the first one came out where they kind of introduced a different take on zombies and what that meant to the planet, and they really took itself seriously, like what happened if there was this zombie outbreak, and you will not be the same. So I'm very interested to see where they take this now that it's become this franchise. I've always been interested on like how would humanity survive, live, and or thrive in these kinds of situations. And I think 28 Days Later, the first two did not miss. It's a lot of gore in there, so I wouldn't recommend you watching it. There are other apocalyptic films, but I don't know where they're going with this one, and I'm just really excited. Plus, I get to see actors and actresses and castmates that you just don't really get to see a lot of. Like they don't really go after the big names. They go after the people that you might actually end up checking out their work and other things that they do. So I really love this series. I'm very excited for 28 years later.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, my next thing that I'm looking forward to, completely different direction, is a movie called Piece by Piece. It
I ain't
is
heard of this one, piece by piece. What's it name?
so it's weird, it's crazy, but I feel like it might be good. It's telling the life story of producer and music mogul Pharrell through Legos.
No, yeah. That's what that trick. Yeah. Talk about this one.
Yeah, Pharrell
Yes.
has produced a movie talking about like his ups and downs and how he got to his success as an artist, but telling it through Legos. And it looks really interesting.
That's what I saw.
It's
I
a
need to watch
star-studded
this.
cast. I think it'll be a great family movie. I think it's gonna
And
be
the
a
whole
sleeper.
soundtrack is very hip hop and R&B, right?
Absolutely, it's Pharrell. So yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Like I'm trying to figure out
it's
who this cast is because I think he's got all the names on it, right?
well,
It's got
anybody that he's worked with musically, everybody's in this movie.
Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Gwen Stefani. Oh
Everybody's
my
in.
God. Kendrick Lamar, Timberland. Oh, this is gonna be insane.
Everybody
Oh,
voices
that's
it.
a good
Yeah,
one.
everybody voices themselves in this movie. So I'm excited for this.
Okay. My final one, and it kind of makes sense if you know me. I am very, very excited for the Superman movie. I talk a lot about Marvel. I love Marvel products. My heart will always belong to DC because those were the first comic books that my parents put in my hands.
Same.
And, and so those characters have stuck with me. And Superman is the oldest superhero, and he's the archetype for so many superheroes across all types of things. And the other point is like we all know that the DC movies had a really bad run, definitely in comparison to the Marvel movies. And so James Gunn, who I've loved this product so far, it'll be great for me to finally be able to go back to the theater and see a Superman movie. Superman was one of the first movies I went to see with my family as a family. And so it's just the character itself, the going to the movie theater, getting my popcorn, being the kid with the big bright eyes is really attached around this film. And he's really going to do it justice because it's not just centralized the way James Gunn is doing it, it's not just centralized on Superman. He's bringing in a lot of other characters that are really paramount to the DC universe. So you have Mr. Terrific, which is this one of the smartest superheroes in the DC universe, who's a black man fighting for justice and helping. You have John Steele, who also is this great, amazing African American superstar who isn't just a quote unquote sidekick to Superman. He helps build, he's an engineer, he's an entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist, and all of these people are going to live in this universe. This is the first time we're going to see it this way. And I think this is a great way to relaunch the DC products, but he's also bringing in characters of different faiths, of different hues, of different ethnicities,
Yeah.
and of different sexuality. Like he's bringing all of these characters in there into the forefront, and that is honestly, for those of you who don't read comic books, that's actually where Superman is right now. Like his son is bisexual in the openly bisexual in the comic books, and he's a great father to that. Right, he's a great humanitarian around immigration rights and all types of equity issues. So I'm really excited about this film. It's about time. I love the Marvel stuff, but it's about time DC got it to do. And I
Yeah,
think James Gunn is
I'm
doing a great job.
hoping this is going to be successful. I'm really interested in David Corenswet's version of Superman and his portrayal. So I'm excited.
And that's
So
for the summer, y'all. So y'all get ready. That's summer.
that summer. So on the superhero tip, I am looking forward to two Marvel movies that are about to come out. I'm
What you
looking.
talking about, Willis?
I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World. I'm
Hey.
excited about the new version of Sam Wilson as Captain America is going to have his own standalone movie. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward
Listen,
to...
we can talk about all the implications for that. We got to give Anthony Mackie some respect because you know what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what he's going up against. And I'm not talking about Chris Evans. We're talking about the optics of it all.
Right.
We're talking about everybody wanting the other white boy. And don't get me wrong, I love Bucky. But if you know the comic books, we know Sam really was the next Captain America. And all that hate he's going to get. And I'm sure we're going to deal with review bombing. But the fact that they still... Marvel standing on business...
Right. And then Marvel has still not answered the cry for a Latino hero. We haven't seen enough Latino heroes in Marvel series as of yet. They haven't been in the forefront. And I think in the new Captain America: Brave New World, when we have the new Falcon, we're going to get a Latino hero. So I'm hoping that this does what it's supposed to do. I am excited about Thunderbolts. I do want to see.
It does look really fun.
It looks like it's gonna slap. It does look like it's gonna. Like the trailer looks like it's gonna slap. Listen, Marvel, I hope y'all come through with your new movies.
And I even said that there it is. And I even said that after watching the Thunderbolts trailer, I said it's giving Suicide Squad, and that's actually a compliment.
I do have a couple of honorable mentions. I've already seen them, but it was very good. Have you seen Rebel Ridge on Netflix?
Yes.
Honey. Aaron Pierre, come on.
Yeah, yes, that was a good one. Oh, what other honorable mention? That was good. I know you watched that.
Another honorable mention, I've already watched it. It just recently came out. Basketball movie. I'm not a big sports movie person.
I'm not either. What basketball movie did you watch?
It's called Resball. Resball is about... Yes, it's about... Resball was a nickname for a style of basketball played by players that lived on reservations. And they ended up taking a championship. It's about this basketball team on a reservation that ends up losing a player. One of their prize players dies, and they have to mourn and then come back and take back the title. It's produced by LeBron James. Come on,
LeBron, getting your producing credit on. Come on,
listen,
King James.
I don't know if LeBron got out of the court and did some of these scenes, but these shots, you know how you could tell when somebody actually made that shot or they didn't make that shot in a basketball movie? They made these shots.
Okay.
Yeah, they were playing. So if you can go out and watch them, those are my honorable mentions for these.
Is it in the movies right now?
Resball is on Netflix. Resball and Rebel Ridge are both on Netflix. Yeah.
But I knew Rebel Ridge was on. Yeah. Okay,
you definitely watch those.
Oh my goodness. And my honorable mention is, by the time I think we get through this, Heartstoppers will be out.
Oh, yes. Heartstoppers will be out. I'm looking. Thank you for saying that, because that is season 3. I'm so excited about season 3.
I'm ready to cry.
Did you see the they just released the first 3 minutes of the first episode? Yeah.
Did you watch it?
It's good. They show you the first 3 minutes of the first episode. I was like,
oh, I'm so ready.
Y'all jumping right into it.
For those of you jaded listening to us right now, I'm like, I can't do this. Trust me.
Heartstopper is the thing.
You can't help but be heartwarmed.
Okay, so since I know we getting there on time, but if we're doing honorable mentions on TV, I'm been really excited about the new Matlock series that's coming out. Starring Kathy Bates.
Yes, I watched the trailer and I was like, "Oh shit! I want to." Did you watch it already?
Yes, I did, and I was like,
"Wow, we old. I want to watch this so bad. It looks so cute."
Now we grew up with parents. Black folks loved them some Matlock, some Andy Griffith.
We had a few white shows.
There was some Andy.
Matlock was one of them.
Matlock was one of them. So Andy Griffith
and Murder She Wrote. It was Murder She Wrote.
And Matlock, absolutely.
Yeah,
So they have rebooted Matlock. It's not your mama's Matlock. It's very, very different.
Is it?
It's
Ooh, I'm about to put it on my list.
very different.
I knew I was gonna
Yes.
watch. I knew I saw
Yes.
that trailer. I was like, "This gonna be cute. This gonna be
It's
real
it's
cute."
very
That is a good
different.
honorable mention, and we love some Kathy Bates. Let's just keep it all
So
clear.
So those are the comedies. Well, those are the TV honorable mentions that I'm looking forward to. So that's it.
And there we go, y'all. Check out what we said, and don't forget, drop y'all suggestions, drop what y'all watching in those comments.
Yeah, please make sure you let us know. Make sure that you rate the episode if you like what you hear. Make sure you follow
rate
us
us.
and make sure you share the episodes.
We love you. Please share.
Yeah, so I think we can close with that.
Let's close it out.
Will you go first? Tell us.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. Well, listen, I love y'all. This has been a great episode. So be good or be good at it.
And I want y'all to know that you are enough just as you are. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening.
Bye, y'all.